Trying to figure this out. Is that better? Great. Go live. We're going to see how this goes. Set up. Okay, well, hey, I'm Chris. I'm a One Box Punk, and I am trying out a dual stream. Got my camera up here. This is going to be showing my overhead camera. I don't think I have portrait lock on. Nope. So that's good. But I wish that as I draw, though, I guess I can solo this. And we can just do this. Here's the cover that I'm going to be coloring. Hopefully. And yeah, this is first time for everything, right? And so we're just trying stuff out. It's upside down. So here, let's try to figure this out. Clearly, I don't do this way very often, and don't think I'm going to again either, because that's a pain. So I'm going to flip this, because this is how I got to see it to understand it. And now that it's upside down, we're going to adjust the Sky Punk camera here, as you get a tour of my room very quickly. Yep, there we go. Here, here. The things we do for streaming. That's all I'm saying. Cool. That'll work. And that'll work. Cool. All right. Let's draw. Do the thing that it says down there. Sound off in the chat. I want to try that because, like I said, I've never done a dual solo stream like this before, so I don't know how in the world it's going to work. So we're going to roll with it, and until things are broken, then this is what we're going to do. So make sure this is down. Cool. All right. Great. Go away. I don't want to do that. All right. Let's do a cover, huh? So this is the cover that series artist co-collaborator Chris Mendoza did. He is at Punk Rock Chris with a K. You've seen him pop into the comments on several of my live chats. We met through this show and started making comics together in November 3rd, 2024 to be specific. And this is the cover of the Ash Can that we're kickstarting. We launch June 4th. We're going to do a live launch right here on Instagram. and it's going to be during Box Talk. We're going to have some guests come through. It's going to be generally just a really rad time. So make sure that you set a calendar reminder for yourself for a week from tonight. We launch our book, which is insane. And we want plenty of cool people to show up in the comments and blow things up that way. And also, we want to be able to talk to people about the book and answer questions that you might have and have a general live party campaign kickoff of sorts. And so that is that's our plan. So grab my liner pens here. I have so many of these things, and I never know what size I'm actually going to want, especially now that I'm doing a larger one, because I did a smaller version and I used the same size on that I usually do, but because it's bigger, I feel like I need to line bigger as well. I don't know if that's true. I have no idea. I'm not an artist per se, so I'm just gonna, here we go. I'll do this until folks pop in and start sounding off. I'm probably gonna focus on the drawing. So, pizza party attestation. What's up, dude? Don't mind me. I'm just, hanging out here pretending like I do live art streams regularly, but I definitely don't. How's Hawaii, my guy? Mm-hmm. This hat's gonna get in my way. Just doing the Punkfied version of our cover. And basically that's a way for me to label my art style. It's a very scratchy style. It's not a very polished. I never publicly studied art anywhere. So I started saying that I just punkify things. But what I'm really doing is I just do a simple homage. Usually I'm like recreating covers or horror posters like I did when I was on the Thirstato show with Lori Cunningham. We recreated some horror movie posters when I was on with her. But if you watched that or if you saw the post afterwards, I basically just draw things how I know how to draw them. And that's not very well. So, but that's the thing about artwork is it's about the joy of making, not so much like everybody has a different definition for what good artwork is. And personally, I think if you have fun doing it and enjoy the process, that's the point of art. And so if we follow that, I'm doing really good at this art game thing because I just have fun doing this. So that's why we're here, That's why crap, I should have done that. Oh, now I gotta fill this in solid. Whoops. Man, I've done like 8 lines and I've already crossed over where I shouldn't have. Stellar start, Chris. Stellar start. Do you talk to yourself when you do artwork? That's what I want to know. Or is that just a me thing? This is the overhead fish lens view. It was like the guitar amps and stacks that you would see at concerts. And I completely blew right through the the freaking overhead line. Because, I'm awesome like that. So we're just going to take some liberties. We're going to go all the way out with this front because that's what I initially did. So here we go. See, already changing things that my artist did for the non-artist. And this cover that I'm doing right now will be available as its own tier on our Kickstarter, which we launched June 4th. I'm going to keep saying that because I don't know when people are going to pop in or not pop in. And on June 4th, you're going to be able to get this cover or our traditional, like regular standard issue cover. You'll be able to get both for the same price because we didn't want to, charge a whole lot. Like, I don't want to charge a ton more just because I did the cover. So, both are the same. You can get both covers. There's a tier for that. You can add on either cover that you want as well. All sorts of book cover related options. Man, I feel like I need that old person magnifying glass. How did artists see stuff? I don't know how y'all do it. Anyway. Okay. Next kit. Also, does everybody else talk to themselves? Did I already say that? I feel like I did. Or at least I thought it. Maybe I thought that to myself too. Like being able to move paper all around. Definitely going to be a regular thing that I do. See, I learned. Didn't draw over that plug. However, I'm still going to need to fill it in because I filled that one in. So it doesn't really matter that I got it right the second time. Nothing super crazy going on this stream. Just just inking / punkifying this cover because I'm not going to do the exact same thing that my cover artist did. So changing things up, getting crazy. Looks like a thumbnail. Trying to disrupt thumbnail for y'all. It didn't work. See, like, how am I supposed to do that? Whatever. We're just gonna say creative liberties, man. I guess that's why. If you're an inker, it's like, oh yeah, I don't just trace pictures because I don't think I've traced one line yet. Probably should have, but I didn't. So tried to. I just don't have that kind of skill yet. So. Yep. Yeah, great style. Thanks. It's so the pencils were done by series artist Chris Mendoza. He did all of the interior work as well. And then I'm just doing my punkified take on it and starting with all the line work and stuff on the outside because honestly, the faces and stuff I want to get right. And I'm just using these speakers, I guess, is more of a hey, remember how to draw a hand. And so that's the I'm using this as my warm up because I didn't do any of my normal warm up stuff. So that's all right. I'll get there by the time I get into the faces because that's really the part that I want to make sure that I nail. So, anyway, here it is though. June 4th is when we launch our campaign for Barricade Brigade. That's what this is the cover for. We're doing an Ashcan 8-page story this time around. And so we're keeping the reward tiers super cheap, doing them as cheap as possible, mainly just to be able to cover the publishing and like printing or the printing and then the shipping materials. That's really all that we're trying to accomplish with this campaign is because we just want to get this story out there. And if we can build an audience with this one at the cheaper rate, great. Because then when we get serious and have the time to then expand out the world that we've created with this band, and we go to do more with it, then we'll be able to. And then hopefully people want to come back and read more of the band's name is Hot Watermelon. And so this is the band here. We've got Sarah. She is on bass and vocals. We've got Mick. He's on guitar and vocals. We've got Tolba. He is on drums. And then we've got Five. And Five is the roadie / videographer guy. And then we've got some monsters up here. And you'll just have to read the ash can to figure out how we managed to tie in monsters into a punk rock comic book. That's the hope. But the pre-launch campaign is like it's the pre-launch page. That's what it's called. It's up now. It's live right now on Kickstarter. I should have probably included it in the description or something for this, but here we are. If you go to Kickstarter and you search Barricade Brigade, that is us. You can pre-save it, and that way there when we launch it June 4th, which will be happening, we'll have a live Kickstarter launch party here on Instagram. And when we launch it on the 4th, you'll be able to get notified if you sign up for the pre-launch page now. So totally free to do to sign up for it. And even if you don't end up backing, if you still pre-save that link, everything has an algorithm, including Kickstarter. And so the more clicks and pre-saves that we get, the better Kickstarter will see our campaign as, a good venture to promote on their site. And so, us being slaves to the great algorithm. So, every pre-save helps us out, helps hopefully with the visibility with Kickstarter. And gets more attention to the campaign. This is really hard to do and talk at the same time. Just going to be honest, but I can't turn on any music because copyrights. It'd be really rad if someone that watches tonight ends up backing this book and then leaves a comment on the Kickstarter page saying, "Yeah, I watched you ink that on your Instagram, dude. I don't know why you tried to do Instagram and YouTube at the same time." And I'll say, "I don't know either, man," or "Whoa, man, but I did." Sometimes I don't know what I'm looking at. Trying to make that circle smooth. Smooth enough, right? That's how I feel. Smooth enough. We'll take it. Hi, KT. I don't know. Are you able to talk when you're making your art? Because this is insanely difficult to do. Oh, shit. We'll loop around. Yep, totally meant to do that. I like that. Imperfections are perfections. Well, this is going to have a lot of perfections. Oh, man. Little inking ASMR. And then I want to use color. You feel like everyone's watching as you're making your artwork? Like as you're doing your paintings? Oh, cool. This pen's not even working. Thanks a lot. Freaking Meyer. Where did I get this from? Yep. Really? Okay. So cool. Set that one aside. Try even smaller. Oh, sweet. What the heck? That's frustrating. See that? Yeah, neither do I. That's the problem. Daggone it. Let's see if we can get this one to work. I might go back to using. Hey, all right. Put that. Whoops, that's fine. Okay. Now we come back here. You know, I wanted to use a smaller one, and now that I see it on the paper, I think it's the same size as the one I was already using. Oh, well, whatever. How's things on your side of town? What's up, Blake? Just, you know, for some reason I thought this was a good idea to live stream doing my version of a cover. So here we are. And yeah, absolutely, you should just get a cup of water. Oh, that's fair. I don't know if where did I just put that one? Shoot, that's the one. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if it's water that would help that pen. I have no idea. And like, I'm really sad because my Sharpie pen is getting ever smaller by the day. The more that I use it, and I'm gonna have to buy a new one, and I don't see any that even look like this anymore. So that's fun. Like even on the Sharpie store website where it's like actually Sharpie, I don't see any that look like this. So okay. I'll just do all the lining. We'll just do the lining right now, you know? That's what we're gonna do. No, we're gonna do the faces. Let's get wild. Here's where everything could possibly go completely wrong. Is so I go straight to these Fine Art Studio alcohol markers. And I don't do it like I'm doing the heads as skulls. And I did them before and I didn't like how they looked. This is much smaller. But I have this looking at it to be like a guide of sorts of like this is what I did last time and this is how I screwed up last time. So be better this time, you know? But yeah. So all right, well, here we go. So everybody holds their breath. Okay. All right. All right. It's just a nasal cavity. So anyway, this is how we make indie comics. This is it. Need to hit up an art shop downtown. Hey, I'm always good for stocking up on the cheap. No, it's good that you're talking. It gives me a break when I'm like, I just need to hit pause on this. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if you want to stop talking, that's fine. Whatever. I'm not your boss, but just when I need to not talk, I will definitely not talk. Like when I was doing the details of the face. I'm going to do all silver and then I'm going to color back in over top of it with black to get some of the short haired. There's the man. What's up, Chris? Or as I was calling you last night, Kay. It's a good differentiation, I guess, between us. Yep. Whatever. Yeah, I noticed. It's funny that you say that. I noticed. So I should be on both Instagram and YouTube. I'm only now seeing your comments on YouTube because I have on my desktop, I just have Instagram pulled up because that's where people are showing up. So StreamYard's streaming to both. I have my phone up top. That's my Skypunk camera. And then I have my webcam here. So if I take this out of solo, this is the stupid setup that I'm doing currently. Because we're just figuring it out. But I'm just soloing the artwork. I don't know why it automatically comes in the portrait with the letter boxes on either side. Like, I wish it would just go landscape. But that's, I guess, neither here nor there. So, yeah, so like it's working. It just looks like this on Instagram. And I don't know that I love how the video looks here on Instagram. So I feel like we're probably just going to have to do the rely on Instagram Live for next week for the launch, because I don't even know, like, none of the Instagram comments are showing up on YouTube. Like, only the YouTube comments are showing up on YouTube. So that's a bummer. Yeah, so there is an echo because even though I've muted my phone, for some reason it still is playing a little bit out. Like, it's picking up. I guess I could switch to unmute here. Oh god. We'll try this. Hey, the echo's gone. So now I'm using my phone mic and I muted my laptop. And now KT is saying internet might have been wrong. See, this is really just us testing everything out. I'm probably never going to finish this cover tonight. I'll keep working on it though. I think it was just... So, yeah, so I started down here at the bottom because I wanted to try and remind my hand that it knows how to do lines, and then came up here to start on the band, and that's when you joined in. So I'm just going to add texture. One of the notes that I'd given myself was do full silver for the hair, and now that I see it full silver, I just want to add some, little wavies here in his head. So we're adding wavies, Mick, the wavy hair guy. It also still very much looks like a baseball helmet. It's because I tried to do the sideburns and I probably shouldn't have, but whatever, man. I'm having fun with it, and that's all that I care about. So it's really just about me having fun. It's not about anything else really at this point, at least with this punkified version of the cover. I just want to have fun. Oh, punks just wanna have little Cyndi Lauper. First celebrity guest at WrestleMania 1. Fun fact, I think. No, Mr. T was WrestleMania 1. Cyndi Lauper was WrestleMania 3. My bad. It's not like anybody else knows those fun facts anyway that can, well, actually on me, so let him flex. Okay. That's going to be good enough for Rick. KT, you should video your raindrops, just so that people can tune in and see see what you're doing, and root you on as you try to tackle your 1,000 raindrops. I almost ignored the number when we did that giveaway and just was like, oh my gosh, Vaughn won Hourglass Comics, just that he would commission you to do the Thousand Raindrops. Because just a fantastic idea. And I'm going to be laughing about that for a while, just so you know. So at this point, the only way to face your fears is to embrace your fears. Wow, so deep. And just take on the Thousand Raindrop Challenge. And then you could challenge other artists to do the same thing. Not specifically Thousand Raindrops, but like, hey, what's the thing that you're scared to do? Do that thing. You're roller skating in your basement? I don't think I have space in my basement to rollerblade, although my rollerblades are in my basement. Mainly because I don't have anywhere else to put them currently, so that's where they live. Because I got new rollerblades 2 years ago for Christmas. I haven't worn them nearly enough. So, just, for whatever that's worth. It's true. At least I have a basement. I mean, well, I guess that's where our media room is, so it's not all bad. I can't complain about our basement. We just have a lot of stuff. Because when we got married, everybody was like, oh, yeah, make sure that if you ever have the chance to get free furniture, you take it. And so we did, and now we have a basement full of furniture because we still bought other furniture to like furnish the house with. So it is what it is, whatever. Can't believe I just said that. Don't tell my mother. She loves that saying. You can tell when I'm really focused. So I get quiet. But my wife would be like, I wish you were focused all the time. I really give her, I don't do her justice when I talk about her. She's incredibly supportive. I don't know if that shadow on the arm is going to get lost. It probably is. Now it probably just looks like one big weird blobby shadow. I can fix that with a white liner, right? And just like white line the very top of the arm. Although in your pencils, it just kind of blends together. So yeah, dude, it is. They're like, oh, it is what it is. It's like, oh, you just admit defeat. Okay, good for you. So for my, let's see. What do you use to clamp on to video? What do you mean? What do I use to clamp onto video? Use line to create shadow. Oh, okay. Do you mean like what's my setup for this for the video? I'll keep going and tune back in. I'll do that after. Because Mick is. Have you noticed, Chris? I don't know if it was intentional, but it feels like Mick always has plaid pants on, which I'm totally kosher with. But in that spirit, of course, I'm giving him pink plaid pants here on my cover. So for my tripod, I'm not currently using one. I have a studio quality like ring light, like all good stupid YouTube influencers have, but it gets the job done. And I was very intentional with I wanted one that clamped onto the desk, so it just clamps on to my standing desk, and it can live here. which I wanted. I wanted to be able to set it and forget it. And so that's what I got. I got it off Amazon because I had gift cards. So yeah, so it's got a little like phone clamp in the middle. Here, I can show you ish. If I go back here and I unsolo. So this part here goes back and then clamps down into the back corner of the desk. And then here's a neck. I've got everything super tight and locked down so that nothing will move on its own. But theoretically, you can spin the circle light all the way around to any direction. And then in here is where it's got the phone holder, because everybody uses their phone at this point. And it's got a little clamp that you can kind of see, but it goes all the way around, right? So you can rotate it to whatever angle you need it for. And then you can spin it too, but that's where I've got things super locked down. Where it won't let me do that because I tightened everything up. But hey, now I have a horizontal camera, so that's great. I guess it needed to just be horizontally aligned on my phone screen instead of, being vertically aligned. So now you're just going to look at it sideways. Hope you don't mind. I don't mind. I like this better. It's bigger. I will find it and I will send it to you. Yeah. Because yeah, it's great. And I have another arm for my mic. So my mic also lives on the front corner of my desk, and I just tuck it away when I'm done with it and pull it out when I'm using it. And I love that you're trying to clean your brush in a dry jar. That's fantastic. I had one pair of plaid pants like this, and I freaking loved them. They were black base, and then they had red, yellow, and like an ugly split pea soup green, which is one of my favorite colors. And then, I got out of college and I was like, I need to wear professional pants. And then turns out, joke's on me, I work from home. So if I want to, I can wear no pants and no one knows. So not that I've done it, but I've done it just to be able to say that I've done it. But yeah, I will text me to send you that link because I will totally forget because you know how my brain is. So just text me and I'll go back to my purchases and I'll send you that link because it is super handy. And yeah, I'm like, oh, I have a ring light. Oh my gosh, my ring light. But, it does exactly what I need it to. And I'm not trying to get any clout. So I'm not full-fledged content creator. I also hate calling it content. So there's that. All right, so there's Mick. Chris, I was thinking about doing putting Banty on the t-shirt. And then I also thought about putting hot watermelon on it. And I didn't know which way I should do. So here we are. I can do either. I can leave it blank. But I feel like I should put something on it because the other three have solid colored shirts. Plus, Tobo's got the vest. So he clearly is the best. Because vests are best. No one says that. I also don't know if my face is encroaching upon the picture. the overhead camera when I'm doing this, or if you're just like seeing a shot of the side view of my giant nose. So if that's the case, sorry, not sorry. See, there you go again. Details, and I'm getting quiet. So, okay. No pompadour, no face. Well, I have a hat on anyway, so it's because my hair is ridiculous. I have my hair is ridiculous right now, so I'm just trying to bide my time until Saturday when I get it cut. I like vests, buddy. No, Jim Gaff again. I think he's coming to the Taft again. That's a terrible looking thumb. This is why I don't draw hands. I need a black thumb now. Whatever. Okay. Oh, whatever. Okay. Tolba's head. Tolba's head. Man, this paper is just absorbing this paint marker like crazy. All right, there's my dudes and stuff too. I like chaotic eyes. I wasn't happy with his hair last time either, but I don't know how to fix it. So, like, I don't know if I should do, full on just. No going back now, That's also kind of the beauty of like going straight to ink is if I do something and I don't like it, too late. Oh well. It just I don't know, man. It looked very blocky to my eye. And like anytime I draw hair that hangs over like this, because I don't remember what else I did, but I did something else like this, and it just looked very. I don't know, it just looked very blocky. I was like, man, I don't want it to be blocky. So I'll just try and do more of this and let it be free. Come down a little bit. Yeah, okay. I also I feel way better about that this time. Oh shoot. Yeah, I just so last time right, like it was just a there it is. And that was the part that I didn't like. But I think just adding these extra little wispies sticking out, I think I like that a lot better. So now to try and get this to be more defined as sticking up, I'm going to get it to a point where I don't like it. This is also my problem. I can't just leave well enough alone. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. There, see? Great. Oh, forgot the braid. Can't forget the battle braid. Is that a thing? It is now. We gotta have Mick ask him about his battle braid at some point. You know, in his very stoic, like, dude, Toba, what is up with your battle braid? And Toba would be like, my battle braid, bro? Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, so, you know, there's Vaughn. Oh, Vaughn, I was supposed to tell you that my wife was worried that you were going to cry because I started this before my normal 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock start time. And she was worried that you were going to be upset that you missed the first 45, 50 minutes or whatever because of work. So if that's true, my wife is sorry for you. Wispies. Yeah, man. Also, next time try turning the paper upside down so you can flow the... Ooh, instead of pulling it towards me? Okay. All right, I like that idea. Yeah, this edge is very clean. It's because I haven't used this one before. Breaking out the new markers, man. Let's get crazy. Also, just doing this, like over your pencils, has me thinking, you know what? It might be really fun to just do more inking stuff. And I know I texted you that, but now it's out in the world for everybody to hear. Like, if this is how you start inking, count me in, man, because I like this process a good amount. So, see, I tried to tell her that, Vaughn, like, he's not going to cry. He's at work. But I'll let her know that if you were at home by yourself, you would absolutely be bawling your eyes out. Because I feel like that's only fair. And I guess we're just giving him black shoes because I didn't like how that was going. There we go. You know, black shoes, black hat, Cadillac. Boys the time bomb, you know? Yeah? What's up, Nigel? Is there a live support group that can talk? We should absolutely have a Instagram live support group. We're here to help our fellow punks. Do you live the DIY mindset? Do you find it hard to relate to others that don't? Come to the Instagram live chat. We have people ready and standing by to talk to you. And we're going to make his vest not silver. We're not going to make it silver. What are we going to do? Make it shiny purple? We're going to make it shiny purple. Yep. He's going to have a shiny purple vest. I know that goes against the book, but it's my cover. I do what I want. I'm gonna have to outline Mick's head and all of their heads. Because you can't have shiny purple. Like, it's not shiny purple. And not separate them with a strong black outline. It's like a tattoo, man. It's gotta have those bones to stand in. Oh shoot, Carmen, what's up, dude? Just making comics, man. I thought, what's an easy way that I can promote the book without just making yet another post of like, hey, go sign up for the pre-launch page on Kickstarter. And I thought, you know what? I have to do my cover still, and that's an easy way to stream something which is my comfort zone, surprise, while also at the same time giving people insight into, how we're making comics, and ask about, like, is this the real cover, a la Vaughn? It is. This is just my punkified take on it. Read that as, I'm not great at artwork, but I make things that I enjoy and I have fun doing them. So that makes me, confident enough to want to do my own version of it. So I'm just doing, it's going to be silver pants. Just doing stuff. So let's see. I would love a purple foil variant. That would be pretty stellar. Not gonna lie. Maybe in future campaigns. Because we're trying to keep this one as book-centric and simple as humanly possible. Give him a silver collar too. Why not? Totally could rock a silver collar and not give a shit. Staying true to the character. Cool. All right, there's Tolba. 2 characters down. So there's more people that are here in the chat, so I'll give you my spiel. Again, this is my version of the cover for our upcoming comic called Barricade Brigade. It is about this punk band. Mick, who is on guitar and vocals, Tolba, who's our drummer, Sarah, who is our bassist / other vocalist, and then Five, who is their roadie / load-in guy / videographer / whatever else they need from him. And they, in our book, it's an 8-page story. It's a complete story. So if you back it on Kickstarter when we launch it next week, which is still insane to say that we're launching it next week, but we're launching it next week. And we're going to do a live Instagram launch when we do that. So you'll be able to tune in right here, same punk channel at the same punk time, and hear us talk about it. And we're going to have some guests pop in, some other creators pop on this stream, talk about what they have going on, while also telling them about our book. And it's going to be a dope time. So plan to join us next week, right here, right back on the Longbox Punk Instagram. I feel like his mouth needs to go higher. I don't know why, but it does. And we're going to widen it just a little bit. There we go. Sounds like a hockey mask. I might have done too much. Oh, well, here we are. So, yeah, like it's next week's going to be sick, and we're going to have 2 covers. We're doing everything ourselves as far as the book goes. So Chris, who is Punk Rock Chris in the chat, which if you aren't already following him, you should be, because he's been posting teasers and sneak peeks and stuff like that, as well as showing the artwork from other hit projects that he's working on. But he did all of the artwork for everything, and then it's not inking because I'm changing how it looks, but it's kind of inking, kind of punkifying the cover. And this is going to be the variant cover, which is whatever this looks like when it's done. And it's going to be the 2 covers. We're keeping things as cheap as humanly possible so that it's easy to build as large of an audience as we can with this ash can, so that as we work on the next chapter, we've already built the base. We can go bigger on the next one. And then, because it's going to be a larger, we're aiming between like 60 and 80 pages. And we're just going to do perfect square bound, like full chapter releases, instead of doing 4 20-page floppies all released individually. We're doing one square bound book at a time as we release them. So that's the plan. But because it's going to be bigger, we are going to have a larger funding goal because it's going to cost more to print bigger books, and the perfect bound costs more and all that stuff. So the ash can is going to be half page size. So instead of, imagine this cover is the comic. Instead of being that, it's going to be half of that, and it's going to fold and open this way. We're going to have stuff on the inside covers. We're going to have a QR code that goes to playlists that takes you to playlists of music that were picked by each of our 4 main characters. And we're going to have that. We're going to have a thank you page. So everybody that backs, regardless of what tier you back at, everybody's going to get their name on the inside of the cover. So yeah, like that's the spiel for now. And I'm going to go back to focusing on doing another skull. So questions and stuff, pop them in the chats. Chris is coloring his cover at his house currently as I'm working on mine. But he's also way more involved in the chats because, he's a maniac and can multitask, and I cannot. So, but thanks for tuning in and hanging out for how long or how little that you were doing. And I definitely think baby chicks are punk rock. And Vaughn, if you want to donate stickers, my dude, we will be in touch, because there are some things that we might do for stretch goals that, who knows? Who knows where we're going to end up? But yeah, I'll let Chris take over on the that part of it, because I can't I can't logistically think of anything at this current moment. So I'll just go back to, oh God, why is that like that? That's not how I wanted that to be. Dude, you're putting a baby chick on his shirt? Oh, that's great. Makes me want to put something completely random and ridiculous on mine. Yo, that is so much easier pulling towards me, especially with the way that the tip of this marker works. We're going to give him a bigger mohawk than that. Let's get wild, Nick. Here we go, 5. If we scale that up, that's like a 7-inch mohawk that he now has. Here for it. Yep, I just need to stop lying to myself. I need to have this way. Which way is the right way? Where will we stop? Nobody knows. Also, mad love to our band for having strong ringer T game. Just gonna float that out there. And no, 5 doesn't get any arms, because where would they go? So he just ends in the t-shirt. It's a band name. Oh, you're doing like a band name for baby chicks. Got it. Dude, I was supposed to get a package today. I guess it's coming tomorrow. Of a ringer tee or a baseball tee of my latest merch design. It's got the show logo at the top and it says Read Indie Comics on it. I'm stoked. It's going to be so dope. I also ordered a new zipper bag to keep all of my drawing utensils in. And that's got the show logo from Natex Creation Studios, who was kind enough to donate a design for me to use in my merch shop. So had to pick one of those up as well. And I am in desperate need of a new zipper bag because the one I've got, I'm pretty sure my wife had in like 4th grade. It's what we had, so it's what I have. It's what I'm using. All right, what are we doing with his shirts? This one. Roadie Rage. I love that. It's not Lisa Frank. It's Nike. Although I would rock the shit out of a Lisa Frank. I'm not scared of a couple flowers and dolphins. How much fun would it be to go back in time, get one of those Lisa Frank coloring books, zap back to current time, but then do it all like super goth? Like add piercings and tattoos and stuff to all the dolphins or flowers or whatever. Make the flowers look like they were dying. Be great. Super macabre. Which also, it's the second time that I've said macabre in like 2 days. So I think the universe is trying to tell me that I need to read some Edgar Allan Poe. Because he's the king of macabre. And if you ain't down with that, I got 2 words for you. I was hoping someone would fill in the 2 words in the chat. I guess I was the only wrestling kid. That's fine. I'm super down for writing a book called Super Macabre. I would write the shit out of that book. Although I don't feel like I'm as in touch like high school me. Absolutely. I had a Super Macabre comic in my bones. Adult me, not so much, man. There's a lot of things to be thankful for that, you know, in high school weren't there. So, I screenshotted a thing for, or like an artist was doing, he was working on a page for his comic, and I don't remember it, which is why I screenshotted it. But whatever he was doing, the caption for his video, I was like, that would be a great hardcore punk band name. And he was like, you can use it. So I already have a band name for the first chapter for one of the bands that Hot Watermelon's going to be on tour with. Just so you know, because it's fantastic. You know, like that's a stellar name. I just don't remember what it is. So, you know, because my memory is garbage. Nope, see, I just screwed up her feet. Well, these boots are about to be all black. Oh, God, how did I do that? It's like a straight-on view, that's why. Thanks a lot, Chris. Also, I don't like that curve. There we go. So, Vaughn, how's work? How's the new position treating you? Also, sorry if my camera's wobbling. I see the light moving. And if you can see that too, hope you don't get seasick. Just gonna leave that little sliver of light. Man, I know you did all of this intentionally, just for me. Because this is definitely something that we had talked about, you know, when you were working on this cover. So it's funny doing a stream this way, because I'm just talking and then I'll look up and I see a bunch of like reaction comments and I'm like, I don't know what those are reacting to, but that's very funny to like read stuff just way behind everything. Work, it's been okay. I found out they're forcing all indirect labor employees to take. Oh. I mean, hey, you get a week off, right? Shit, I'll take a week off. I wouldn't mind that. For what it's worth, I finally had an interview at like a not my job place, obviously, to get a new job. And like everything about the position and all of that stuff was super rad, and I was really excited. And then, like 3 days later, my mom, who only has one leg, like she had her other left leg amputated 2 years ago now. She was at physical therapy and she broke the one ankle that she has. And so suddenly, like, that sets her back all the way, you know, in everything. And then I saw my dad and stepmom at my daughter's graduation, and like their health is declining in both of them. And the new job was like a AV production job. And so it would have, you know, if there's an event, like I'd be the person running the event, and there is no such thing as like a call off when you're the person running the event. So I was thinking about the schedule and all that stuff with my parents, and I was like, damn, I need to stay where I'm at because I need to be able to take time off whenever I need to. So I almost had some time off because I was absolutely gonna, you know, take a little bit of time between job ending and job starting. And then I ended up emailing the guy. God, why is her leg so jacked? I ended up emailing the guy like, hey, so can't take the position. So whoopsie daisy. Sorry. But I'm certain you get to have a week off. Like that's unless I'm misreading it. No. Your position means I don't have to take a week off. Ah, okay. So all of this was in folly because you aren't getting a week off. Great. Well, awesome. So glad I got all of that as backwards as I possibly could. Love that for me. Yeah, man, Asian parents are like, they're the worst. And by that, I mean dealing with their ailing health and such is the worst. It's like no one prepares anybody for that, right? Like there's no way to. Oh shit, her boots are black. And I wanted her pants to be black. I was proud of how I left white in between, so I guess this is all just going to be like now. But yeah, no one prepares you for like dealing with having end of life conversations with your parents. And oh, so how do we handle like hospital stuff? How do we, you gonna go in a nursing home when your health gets bad, or what are we doing? Like those conversations suck, but you got to do them anyway. Comics, right? Use white gray to add depth to the black. I don't know what that means. So, dude, I 100% did say Asian parents are the worst. Oh, no, I wouldn't know. The only Asian parents I've ever met were really nice to me, so. Yeah, I don't, all I can do is take my handy dandy deco color opaque white. And just go. Comes out super thick, which I'm not crazy about. I was going to do this too. I don't know if that's enough break. Whatever. Might be too much. See, this is. I'm very laissez faire when it comes to making art. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's how I'll do that. Okay. So, Sarah, shorten the lower face for better perspective. Okay. Started adding merch to my website. Yeah, you did. What kind of merch did you add? You're making a whole bunch of stickers and magnets and posters and rad stuff like that. How did I? Take poor pretty Sarah and I just turn her into this mutilated skull-tastic monster. And her hair is black, at least for my purposes. Oh shit, you're making t-shirts too? What is that like? What can't you do then? That's insane. Can you do buttons? Can you make patches? Are you making patches, Vaughn? Ready for some more wispies? Because they're about to come. Oh, you're not making the shirts. Okay. Dropship tees. Got it. Yeah, that's how the threadless merch store that I've got is it's all dropship. Like, oh, we have an order, so cool. We'll make the order and then send it out. That's drop shipping, right? Where you drop in your order and then they make it and ship it. Drop shipping, huh? Man, I'm just gonna say, I really do think, Chris, you set me up to challenge me because I'm not comfortable drawing dudes, let alone women. I almost want to like take off the camera because I don't want to draw these. I don't want to draw her figure incorrectly. You know what I mean? If she was doing that, her thumb would be. No, maybe it's just tucked into her. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I don't see. That's the other thing, man. I don't have gray. I just have silver. If I had a larger array of art stuff, I might have gray, but don't over or under do that. What? Oh, man, I tried not to. I don't think I over or under did that. Do you? I was really stoked on, like, if I could lift parts of this one off and put them onto this one, I would absolutely take her, like, her entire body. Because I really like how I did the pants, and then I had that white little gap there. I like the boots with the straps better here than just being solid black. I like the shading that I accomplished with the pink. But, you know, we are where we are, so we're here. All right, here's the pink. Let's color. I didn't even realize the first time around when I did the smaller one that they all had like the ringer tees on. I just thought it was all like solid shape. So, you know. You can tell I'm really focused because I'm not talking. Heavy breathing. Anticipation, man. Because I know if I go over the color, then that creates shading. And I know like the marker strokes are all going to stay there. All right, now how did I think I just redid underside. Down. Okay. Who's Drew the collar to find? Oh, well. No, they're all ringers now because you can see. you can see the line of the ring. So I think this is the same purple that I used for her face. She's really connected to this shirt. All right. And then I already did. Cool. What time is it? It's already 9:30. I'm gonna end this, and then I'll come back just with Instagram because I do have a couple packages that were sent to me that I want to unbox and do my normal update stuff. So, Red River Con. That's like a 4-day drive for me, gents. I know you're not talking to me. All right, I'm gonna end this, and then I'll be right back.